chronic fatigue, if it's, diagnosed as real chronic fatigue, which means they've excluded, these other issues, right? It's not like you have some systemic infection that they found or anything. Maybe they think that's what it is too. But anyway, the real chronic fatigue that comes from unknown sources, right? Because they've looked at you, they've gone inside and out, and they've said, hey, we don't know why you're tired all the time. We can't really figure this out. What I discovered is in the mind-body, the way you look at the world, if you look at it through the mind-body lens, I figured out how to unravel this thing. And when it was my situation, mine was way more complex because I had CPTSD, and then I had, agoraphobia. I went through Lyme disease. I went through a bunch of things. So when it was just isolating the fatigue part of it, they could have attributed it to all these other things. But there was a point when all these other things were dealt with. I had worked out these other things, but yet I'm still crashing. I'm still super tired. I don't have any strength and stamina, and this is all just not cool. Well, I found that there's these conflicts that are playing out, like conflicted states of being, if you will. And when we have these conflicts, our energy systems just plummet, right? It's one person said it was a form of CPTSD. And it made sense to me. Like the actual fatigue part. It's like it's a form of, it's like the opposite of the flight response. When you're super anxious and you want to run, the animal in the animal kingdom, if it's got a lot of danger that it senses, right, it can run. It can fight. If its back's against the wall, it can fight its way out, or it can play dead, right? Well, in essence, the type of chronic fatigue I'm explaining is playing dead, like just freeze. It's the freeze response. The body just goes into freeze response. I kind of liken that to like the circuit breakers, just circuit breakers popping. Circuit breakers popped. Man, that's terrible. What do you do with the circuit breakers pop? You got to look at why this happened. So I found a study, and it was so powerful. And the study was German New Medicine. I discovered these tracks that played out. And I discovered these conflicts that were active. And then when I just turned off my perception of what the conflict was, and then I made a little lifestyle change to kind of show myself that I'm moving away from whatever behavior put me in that conflict, then the energy came back. And I've done it for decades now. And so it's not like it's a one-off thing. It's kind of, you can go into it. I can literally go into it because I know that I've stepped on a landmine, and then this trauma track opens up, and then the body just goes into freeze, and it can stay there for days, weeks, months. It stays there for as long as it has to, right? As long as the perception of whatever danger that is present, the body stays in freeze. So you unravel it by getting to the essence of it. I made a free course, and there's no strings attached, literally, other than, opt in your email, right? And I'm not spamming you, so it's like, just opt in, you get a free course. But I created a complete masterclass on everything that I learned in all of these 5 conflicts, and then explains all of them, how to turn them off, and how to see if this is the answer for you, because it was for me. It was really intuitive. It was very simple. And once I saw it for myself, I was no longer in this mystery state of, oh, it's a mystery. I don't know what happened to me. No, I know exactly what it is. So after that was all done, I got back my energy. All right. What are the conflicts? Well, the conflicts are a directional conflict. Your sense is that you've gone in the wrong direction, right? And so if you look at the animal kingdom, if you've gone in the wrong direction, it's like the lost sheep. The sheep's adrenals will shut down and they'll have to lay down. They'll just like lay there because they've gone in the wrong direction, so they're no longer safe. They don't have the protection of the clan. That's one conflict. The next one is powerlessness. And again, you can liken powerlessness to the animal. It would run if it could. It would fight if it could, but maybe the opponent is bigger, stronger. So the animal has to just freeze and shut down. Powerlessness. Some situation in your life that's rendered you powerless. Your sense of powerlessness. You feel like you can't do anything about it. So there's two of them. Then the next one you have is liquids and survival. Liquids. That has to do with money, supply, having everything you need, having your needs met. Think of a fish. If it gets out of the water, it has to swell up and hold on for dear life of all the water because it's a liquidity thing, right? But the liquidity thing is another form of perceived danger, right? So all of these, the common denominator is perceived danger, but they play out through different things and they all have to play out at the same time. So far we've got direction. Now look at your life right now. Have you gone in the wrong direction, or do you sense that you're going in the wrong direction? Like right before you got really tired, right? Right before you got really tired, did you feel like you were going in the wrong direction? Did you feel that you were powerlessness, like you just couldn't make it work the way it needed to? Something was there, you just felt inadequate, powerless, self-devalued. Did you feel like there's an issue of liquids survival, right? I don't have what I need, or that could involve, if somebody in the family was an alcoholic, something like that. It has to do with liquids. The next one is self-devaluation. So naturally, you start devaluing yourself. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm not capable. That's another conflict. It has to play out. All these have to play out. So direction, you've got powerlessness, liquid survival, self-devaluation, and ultimately, remember, that's all danger, right? Your sense of danger, but it's playing out through all these, right, these things. Now I got to remember what the last one is. So direction, powerlessness, liquid survival. Yeah. And then there's the last one is displacement. Displacement. You feel like you were displaced. You're no longer where you belong. All 5 of those conflicts play out at the same time. If you sense intuitively that, oh my gosh, this is what happened right before I got tired. This is exactly what happened. If you sense that, then this is where you can go. You go to I am okay, like O in the K. I am okay.life. I am okay.life. I am okay.life. You just go there. Take the course. It's free. It's a glimpse. It's a snapshot of an entire bigger thing that I created, but you don't need to go into all that right now. You just want to get your energy back. Just take advantage of it. Get the knowledge and work with this stuff and get your energy back. All right? Now I'll recap one last time and I'll let you go. So right before you got tired, right before you got exhausted and it stuck, right? Did you feel a sense of going in the wrong direction? Did you feel a sense of powerlessness? Did you feel a sense of being displaced? Did you feel a sense of liquid survival? Like, I don't have what I need. I'm not getting what I need. Did you feel a sense of self-devaluation? All of those are the little tripwires that go off. So just like, trip switches on an electrical board, right? Circuits off, boom, goes off, body freezes. So what do you have to do? The circuits are off, right? You have to turn one back on. And then you have to have all 5 to go into freeze. So if you just pick the one that is the most intuitive, the easiest one to do, turn it back on. And then the body will come back to life. How do you do it? Well, take the course. I'll show you how. Remember, I'm not charging you nothing. Just check it out. IamOK.life.